Imagine Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time world champion, finally ready to rewrite history in red. After a disastrous start to 2025, made of bitterness and desperate radio, something could really change. Ferrari has just announced a revolutionary update of the SF25. And no, we are not talking about a small tweak, but a change that could change the fate of an entire season. And do you know what's the most incredible thing? This package does not come by chance, it is tailor-made for Lewis. To straighten out a championship that seemed already lost. The problems? The same ones from the beginning: instability, lack of grip, a nervous single-seater that Hamilton just can't tame. But now, in Maranello, they've made up their minds: either we change now, or we risk losing everything. But what is really going on behind the scenes? Why did Ferrari skip Miami and focus everything on Imola? And above all, will this update be the turning point that all fans are waiting for? Or will it be the beginning of an even deeper nightmare? Stay with me. If you are new, subscribe to the channel, like and activate the bell to stay always updated and not miss any news on the world of Formula One. Now let's go into the details. Hamilton's start in Ferrari was almost a nightmare. 7th in Bahrain, a small light with the sprint race in China, immediately extinguished by another defeat in Jeddah. Nervous, unpredictable car, completely at odds with his fluid and precise driving style. And now, in Maranello, they don't want to stand by and watch anymore. They work day and night. Analysis, simulations, continuous comparisons between Leclerc and Hamilton's data. And finally, they have reached a decision to revolutionize the SF Menacing project with a massive package that will debut right at Imola. But beware, these are not just adjustments. This is a complete transformation. New floor to stabilize airflow. New beam wing and rear wing to reduce drag while maintaining grip. A completely redesigned diffuser. And again, redesigned side pods to optimize air management towards the rear. All interventions aimed at one thing: making the SF25 finally tameable for Hamilton. More grip, more stability in the curves, more confidence in braking. Precisely those ingredients that, in his golden years, made him unbeatable. The hope is clear: if Lewis trusts the car again, he can go back to being the cold sniper that everyone fears. Because the problem, we know, has never been the race pace. It is the qualifying, the key moment in which the SF25 collapses and condemns Lewis to chase traffic. But Imola will be the ultimate test. Why skip Miami? Simple: too risky to introduce such delicate innovations in a sprint weekend, with only one free practice session. In Imola, however, there will be plenty of time to test, adapt and, they hope, unleash the true potential of the red. And now comes the most intense part. If the package works, Hamilton will finally be able to attack. McLaren and Red Bull, who today seem untouchable, may not be so far away anymore. But, if the package fails, the pressure on Maranello will explode. Because there is much more behind this update than just new parts. There is a gamble. An act of faith. A final, desperate declaration of love towards the Hamilton-Ferrari project. And the truth is harsh: if even these changes cannot put Hamilton in a position to fight, then the question becomes inevitable. How long will Lewis remain patient? How long will Ferrari continue to believe in this gamble? Imola will not be just any Grand Prix. It will be a judgment. A crossroads. If it works, Hamilton immediately becomes a danger to everyone. If it fails, well, then the Ferrari dream risks turning into a real media nightmare. And let's not forget the pressure from the fans. Ferrari hasn't won a driver's title in over 15 years. Every little hope is amplified. Every mistake is magnified. Maranello knows it. This time they can't afford to make mistakes. And you? What do you think will happen? Write it in the comments. Will Hamilton finally be able to tame Ferrari? Or are we witnessing the slow shipwreck of one of the most daring gambles in modern Formula One? Because there is a truth that no one can ignore: Lewis Hamilton, if he regains his confidence, remains one of the fastest and most ruthless drivers on the grid. No matter the age, no matter the past. If he feels the car in his hands, he can still change everything. In Maranello, they believe in it. They have invested everything in this update. They have modeled the SF Venta Sync around him. Not to give him a good car, but to give him a champion's car. The free practice sessions at Imola will be the first clue. The long runs, the first verdict. And Saturday's qualifying could already say a lot about how this gamble will end. A recovered Hamilton could scare McLaren, Red Bull, and reignite a season that seemed to have died out. But without concrete results, every negative team radio will become a crack, every gap from Leclerc a wound difficult to heal. It is an all-or-nothing moment. Of glory or failure. Of redemption or an early farewell. An entire season, balanced on a few millimeters of asphalt, a few dozen kilograms of aerodynamic load. So stay with us. Hit the bell, leave a like, because in the next few days we will live every moment of this challenge together. Every team radio, every smile, every look of disappointment or hope. The Imola Grand Prix could rewrite not only the history of a season, but the future of one of the most iconic drivers of all time. And perhaps, of Ferrari itself. Get ready, what is about to happen could be legendary. Or devastating. Either way, it will be history. If you like the video, follow the channel Legends of Formula One to stay up to date on all the news and not miss any news. Thanks. See you next time.